The royal world has always thrived on whispers, speculation, and jaw-dropping surprises. But nothing could have prepared the public for the thunderclap of a revelation that Prince Harry's DNA test reportedly confirmed his true paternity. Imagine the scene. A man who has spent his entire life under the shadow of tradition, titles, and duty suddenly finding himself at the center of a storm that questions the very foundation of his royal identity. It's the kind of twist you'd expect in a Netflix drama, not a centuries-old monarchy. Yet here we are, with James Hewitt's name resurfacing in a way that no one could ignore. But before we continue, please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Now, let's pull back the curtain and walk through what this means, not just for Harry, but for the entire royal family and, surprisingly, for us as well. Because behind the tiaras and palaces lies a story that hits on universal themes. Family secrets, identity, and the gut-punch moments that make us question everything we thought we knew. First, let's rewind. For decades, whispers swirled around Harry's striking resemblance to James Hewitt, the former cavalry officer famously linked to Princess Diana. Both shared the same fiery red hair, and the public, armed with tabloids, magnifying glasses, and endless curiosity, connected dots the palace desperately tried to erase. Harry himself dismissed the rumors countless times, often with humor. But what happens when whispers become facts, and facts shake a dynasty? Here's where it gets fascinating. If this DNA revelation is true, Harry's position in the royal family crumbles under centuries of tradition built on bloodlines. The monarchy doesn't just operate as a symbol, it thrives on the continuity of lineage. To be told you're not who the world believed you to be isn't just a personal crisis. It's a public earthquake. Can you imagine living your entire life defined by a title, only to discover that it wasn't yours to begin with? What makes this even more relatable is how it mirrors moments in our own lives. Those unexpected family revelations, the shocking truths that surface during reunions, or even the casual, "By the way," stories grandparents drop at the dinner table. Haven't we all faced a time where a family secret reshaped how we saw ourselves? Harry's situation just happens to be on the world stage, with cameras capturing every breathless second. And let's not ignore the ripple effects. King Charles, already navigating health rumors and the delicate balancing act of being both father and monarch, now faces a test no protocol could have prepared him for. Does he stand by Harry out of love, or does tradition demand distance? Prince William, the heir who has always carried the burden of responsibility, now stands even taller, while Meghan Markle, never a stranger to controversy, faces an entirely new storm by association. Here's the kicker. Harry's exile from the royal fold isn't just about protocol or DNA. It's about belonging. What does family really mean when bloodlines are questioned? Is love enough, or do centuries of rules win the day? These are the questions echoing not just through Buckingham Palace, but in households everywhere. If we pause for a moment, this saga gives us something deeper to chew on. It's a reminder that identity isn't just about where we come from. It's about who we choose to be when the truth shakes us to our core. Harry, for all the chaos swirling around him, now has a chance to redefine himself outside the gilded cage of royal expectation. Isn't that something many of us crave at some point? A reset button? Now picture this. Harry, no longer tethered by titles, stepping fully into a life built on his own terms. Yes, the scandal is messy. Yes, it will spark endless debates, documentaries, and late-night jokes. But behind it all lies a human being grappling with truth, betrayal, and the opportunity for rebirth. And that's where the story shifts from palace gossip to universal lesson. Because at the end of the day, we all face turning points where the ground beneath us changes. The question is, do we let it break us, or do we use it as the foundation for something greater? So, as we watch this royal drama unfold, let's not just focus on the chaos. Let's ask ourselves, what would we do if everything we thought we knew about ourselves was flipped upside down? Would we crumble, or would we, like Harry, walk boldly into a new chapter? One written entirely by us? The stage is set, the spotlight is bright, and the world is watching. But maybe, just maybe, This is the beginning of Prince Harry's truest role yet. Not as a royal, but as a man who finally decides his story for himself. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this DNA bombshell? Do you believe love and chosen family matter more than bloodlines? Share your thoughts, debate with friends, and keep the conversation alive. Because this story isn't just about royalty. It's about all of us.